Hi, I'm Mike. From the first day we've known that we were going to be buying hay this year, this is the day I've been dreading and looking forward to. Today, our first delivery of hay happens right here on the ranch, on our Wyoming Life. This is our Wyoming Life. 3 times per week we invite you to come along and ranch with us in Northeast Wyoming. We bring you the good, the bad, and the downright ugly as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. This week, we're gearing up for our farm-to-table dinner. It happens on Sunday, and we're expecting 75 guests, most of them local, but some of them subscribers to our Wyoming Life just like you. We have subscribers coming from Minnesota and Utah, and more from even farther away. Our entire dinner is sourced either from our ranch or local growers, and the proceeds from the dinner go directly to our local farmers market, supporting their programs such as loyalty clubs, SNAP and WIC incentives, and the Share the Harvest program, along with a whole bunch more community-based classes and programs that either farmers market runs or helps with. Today, I'm working on a little stage that we built for speakers to stand on during the dinner to get them up and above the crowd. But today's big story is that we're expecting our first loads of winter hay to arrive here on the ranch in just a little bit. If you've been following along, you know that our hay production here on the ranch has not been enough to support the herd for the entire winter. On average, each cow is going to eat about 1,000 pounds of food per month. With planning for a 6-month winter and feeding window, we're going to have to stockpile about 1 million pounds of hay to get us through, or about 500 tons. We've been harvesting the hay that we do have growing, and because of early lack of rain, we have harvested almost half of what we need. One very unexpected result of us having our lives on YouTube, on our Wyoming Life, has been the outpouring of support that we've received in this very stressful time. In order to come up with the money to buy hay this year, we've been selling some of the equipment that we don't use or that we have duplicates of. We sold our swather and cut hay with our old sickle mower. We sold our horse trailer. Of course, you know, that doesn't cover the entire cost when you're having to pay about $170 per ton delivered. We had very few options. Really, our only other option was to sell off some of the herd and lessen our numbers on the ranch, reducing not only the amount of food that we need and raising the money to pay for the rest. Every year, we do end up selling some cows, older cows that are not able to get pregnant. And those will probably still be going, although we don't know the exact numbers until we preg check in the fall. But life is full of surprises. And like I said, the big one was the support that came from you, the community that has formed around our Wyoming Life. We've received money in the mail, over PayPal, through live streams and Patreon. It's a very generous outpouring to help the ranch and the cows. Add that to the money that you've raised just by watching our videos and the commercials that run before them on YouTube for the last 18 months, and money from the sale of the swather and the horse trailer, and it looks like we're going to be okay for this year. I really like to take just a few minutes to thank you all of you, whether you sent $1 or $1,500, or if you watched one commercial over the last 18 months, or you watched every single commercial and clicked on every single one. It's because of you that we didn't have to cut our herd almost in half. It's because of you that we continue to make videos and grow our Wyoming Life into something bigger, something that draws attention back to agriculture and how important it is and how communities can grow around it. It used to be that ranching and farming communities banded together when times were tough. Now that may not hold as true, but we have proved through technology, mainly YouTube, that there's a group of people that are growing every single day that care and want the whole world to know where its food comes from. Not only the animals, but the family behind it. All right, that's my soapbox speech for today, but we really do want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Hay should be here any minute, the hay that you paid for, so we better go get ready for it. The tractor that we're going to use to unload and stack hay is down in the hay field. So let's go get it. The rake is hooked up to the tractor as we finish up baling for this year. We still have a few bales left to make, but the rain has slowed us down. So we're going to disconnect the rake and move the tractor down to the hay yard. and have it ready for when the hay gets here. And of course, it shows up right on time, actually a little bit early. These loads of hay are being delivered from about 200 miles away, from hay ground that is irrigated and not as dependent on spring rain. Each of these trucks are carrying 36 bales, enough to feed about 9 cows for the entire winter. So with these 2 trucks, we have 18 out of the 150 cows taken care of. Needless to say, there's going to be a lot more trucks coming over the next few weeks. Each bale is 5 foot around by 5 foot wide and weighing an average of 1,500 pounds. They are currently strapped to the truck bed, but once the straps are removed, we can get to unloading and stacking the hay bales and filling up the cows' winter pantry. Unloading a trailer isn't hard, but it is delicate work with a tractor. If you accidentally bump the trailer too hard while sparing a bale for removal, you could actually knock the bales off the other side. If someone happens to be standing over there, that's bad news for them. And plenty of people have been killed over the years while unloading hay, so safety is a concern, making sure the area is clear and we unload correctly. A concern for some truck drivers is making sure that you unload the truck evenly. If I went down one side and unloaded all the bales from the top, that would add almost 14 tons of extra uneven weight to the other side. That could break a trailer or a hitch. So we like to move from side to side while unloading the top row of bales, some positioned up to 20 feet off the ground. In order to save fuel, I also place bales on the ground where we're going to be stacking them. And most of our stacking is done in a pyramid type pattern. We stack outdoors without cover, and by placing bales end to end, we can reduce the outside exposure of the bales. We also have positioned our stack yard in an area with excellent drainage, so bales aren't sitting in wet ground. And the net wrap that encloses the bale keeps moisture from penetrating. There are many different ways to stack bales. Different environments are going to require different solutions. Some people only store bales inside. Some are going to cover them with tarps to keep moisture from attacking the bale. An inside storage solution is probably best. If you tarp it, you still have to worry about drainage as that moisture, rain or melting snow, moves off the tarp. It still has to have somewhere to go. A 3-2-1 pyramid stack works well for us. And until we have money to build a storage building for hay, this is how we're going to have to do it. So we continue to stack and unload until both trucks are done. Then we pay and they leave and go load again. And they're going to come back with more. Soon, we'll be moving in all the hay that we've made on our own hay fields this year, back here to the hay yard. And it starts filling up fast. It's a good day when you start seeing the winter fodder for the cows start to stack up. It's a good analogy for the ranch, stocking up for the long, hard winter. And with that, we wait for the next load. It's kind of trying to start to rain again, and I got to get back to getting ready for farm to table. More painting to be done, cleaning, and, well, whatever else Erin adds to the list. We really have no way to be able to thank you all enough for your support, but we're going to try. We have a few really cool things coming up. Erin is working on a cookbook to be released by Christmas with an honest-to-God real publisher. And we're even working on some options to bring you right here to the ranch. It's all exciting. Although I have learned over the last few months, exciting things like this don't happen very fast. There's a ton of planning and behind the scenes involved, but it's all good stuff, and it's all coming up. A busy week in store for us as we have a lot planned to bring you along. So make sure you subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a thing, and come along with us as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. We'll be back on Thursday this week with a new video from Erin, and until then, have a great week. And thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.